to be said. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I kind of want to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, right? Like I really just want to put the nail in the coffin about this Deshaun Watson and what he's been alleged of doing and stuff like that. I am not saying Deshaun Watson, and we'll talk about him going to the Saints. And I think it's a monumental thing for all Louisiana fans, LSU fans included, because when you have a primetime quarterback like that, football is extremely prevalent in your state, just as Drew Brees, just as, all the greats. Football is king here. Having a franchise quarterback will only make that better. Now, let me say this. I'm going to get to on the field in a minute because yesterday I didn't talk about on the field. I'll tell you what I'm hearing around the Saints. To say the least, and I want people to just follow me here and don't get your panties in a wad. Do not get your panties in a wad. But do you remember in 2020, 2 years ago, when the Saints, it was alleged that the Saints used their PR firm to cover up sexual allegations and sexual assaults for a Catholic church in New Orleans? Y'all remember that? Miss Gayle Benson cleared of wrongdoing, say that she was just trying to help, but that she told the Catholic Church they need to be transparent. Y'all remember that when the due process played out? Multiple counts of sexual allegations. What did you say about Gayle Benson? What did you say about the Saints? Say and this goes to Saints Twitter. When the narrative fits what you want and you believe, you don't have a problem with it. But when it doesn't fit your narrative and it doesn't fit what you believe, then all of a sudden it's a problem. It's an issue. Guys, Deshaun Watson, and not getting into the legalities, which because so many Twitter lawyers and Facebook lawyers were all out here over the last couple of days, this isn't exactly what happened. Deshaun Watson was cleared of any wrongdoing criminally and 22 counts of sexual assault. I do not want to talk about that. I'm not going to get into the details of that. But when your organization had some of the same allegations against it, you didn't say anything. You let the due process play out. You gave Gayle Benson the benefit of the doubt. Did you not? Jameis Winston has had issues. Due process has played out. You didn't freak out about Jameis Winston. We got video evidence. The police has video evidence of Alvin Kamara punching another human being in the face and his friends and himself ganging up on a human being and beating him so bad that he had to go to the hospital. I saw some of you put the hashtag free AK. Right? You have the morality around some people is saddening and shocking, especially in media. Now, I will tell you this, and I can't remember this gentleman's name off the top of my head, so let me go and find it. Hold on. I just don't remember his name. I have asked for a civil discourse with the Saints Wire's own John Sigler, and I've asked him if he would like to come on and debate about Deshaun Watson and everything that's going on with this case, because he's taken a very strong stance, very, very strong stance. And I would love to have a civil discourse with him. But what I'm not going to do is punish a man that was cleared of something. And I'm not saying Deshaun Watson isn't innocent. It is innocent. I'm not saying that he didn't do something. But at some point, our justice system has to work, right? I remember a lot of you, when all of this came out, before all the claims came out, you were saying that the Houston Texans set him up. Why aren't you saying that now? And then they did not have the burden of proof. So now you don't want the Saints to trade for Deshaun Watson, even though the Saints have come out and made it well known that they've done extensive, and I mean extensive, background on Deshaun Watson and the entire case. What I believe Gayle Benson, Mickey Loomis, and Jeff Ireland are not going to do is spend their entire franchise or risk their franchise, their playoff written franchise, on Deshaun Watson if they're meaning they're not going to risk all of that without investigating the matter. You don't know more than what Gayle Benson and Mickey Loomis does. I'm sorry to tell you, you don't. You simply just don't. You may think that you do. You don't. They put their money where their mouth is to investigate a situation to make sure if they wanted to go after Deshaun Watson, that they could. Now, Deshaun Watson has met with two teams today, one being the New Orleans Saints and also being the Carolina Panthers, which also tells me that the Carolina Panthers have also done their due diligence. You know who else has done their due diligence? The NFL. Well, you can say, well, Blake, the NFL is corrupt. Man, at some point, again, when is somebody going to get cleared of something and we say, okay, I don't understand it. Let's get to the field. Deshaun Watson is a franchise quarterback. He just is. He just is. He's not the best, but damn, was he damn good when he had pieces around him. Jarvis Landry, LSU's former wide receiver, Jarvis Landry, was cut today by the Cleveland Stank Browns, the Cleveland Stank Browns. That's what I'm going to call them from now on, the Stanks. And he's a free agent. Tyrann Mathieu, a free agent. Looks like the Saints are involved and maybe wanting to do something with that. Maybe they're waiting until they could see if Deshaun Watson wants to come to the Saints. But regardless, there are pieces out there that I think that the Saints can use and do to get Deshaun Watson to come to New Orleans. Now, with the no trade clause that Deshaun Watson has in his contract, if it's going to be the Panthers or if it's going to be the Saints, he pretty much can pick where he wants to go. Of those two, I think that they should bring in Deshaun Watson.